Here well before the top of the hour. We're going to give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. And that's what we do here on the drive-thru Monday through Friday here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Is deliver live free sports picks for games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on the show with us for today. All right, with us, Ninos is with us. Alex Smart, Tony Brown, Jay Briggs, and in Rudy's Wayne Scott. Here's how they'll line up for this evening. We've got Smart, Brown, Ninos, Briggs, Scott, and then I will close this one out. All right, a couple games on the board from the NBA. Couple on the ice. 15-game card from Major League Baseball. Got a game beginning here in just minutes. Let's get this show underway. Let's welcome in Alex Smart. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We'll bring Alex in right now. Some NHL coverage from Alex. Ready to roll. Alex, what's happening?
Hey, Tony. Yeah, everything's good. We're going to rock and roll with some Carolina Canes, New Jersey Devils action. You know, the Canes had a great season, good hockey team. Devils had a great season, sort of, slowed down at the very end. But, when you look at these two teams, right now the Canes are pretty banged up all the way around. The Islanders really gave them a bit of a bashing. And now they come into the series here. They seem to always play great hockey at home, but it's the road that seems to give them, for whatever reason, the road seems to give them some problems. They've lost 3 or 4 road games so far, and they've put up an ugly 48.7% expected goal rating. I mean, that's not great. High danger chances are also like off the board at 13.5 opportunities per game, and they're allowing 26.8 shots per game too. And what should be more of a defensive style hockey for this team against a team like New Jersey that just comes at you full throttle all the time. And what I'm seeing here is what's going to change. Well, nothing. The Devils are still fast as hell. The Canes are still banged up, and I think we're going to see a repeat of what happened last time out. We're going to see the Devils come up here, and they're going to tie the series. What happens going back home? I don't know, but looks like a type of a homer series here anyway. So there we go.
All right, we got Alex here says go ahead and take the Hurricanes in this one. I'm sorry, the Devils. The Devils is the play here from Alex is that he's looking for no doubt a big win here by this Devils team. Yeah, what happened there on Saturday? That was just a wild one, right? They just that first period flurry there.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. I don't know what's actually happening, but I was not even impressed with Carolina all that much in the New York Islanders series. And I don't know if it's because of injuries. I don't know what it is, but when these teams have played in the past, the home teams won 5-7 games. Devils are a good young team. Whether they're going to win a Stanley Cup, that's a whole different story. As the clutch time becomes more, we're going to say more important, and I think that's where the choke time comes from a team like the Devils. I like the Canes. I like the Canes overall. And I loved them when the playoffs started. Maybe not more because obviously, my Islanders position with the futures tickets that went crashing down. But anyway, there we are. And, the Devils are a great looking team, man. They're really exciting to watch, and I think we're going to see them flying tonight.
All right, Alex here on the Devils lay the -151 here against the Hurricanes. This one that was start time here, 7 p.m. Eastern Time over on ESPN. All right, Alex, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs for tonight's action. Of course, great results in the NHL. 988 units of profit. That's all talking about over at Pick Dogs Premium. 2 on the ice tonight, 2 from the NBA. About 14 left to go for Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I've got one of my biggest Major League Baseball cards on a wall. Yesterday, I had a nice 2-0 card with my Major League Baseball, and we're gonna come back here today and really start to rock and roll with baseball as the end of May comes. It's interesting to note that this season started out with. From the Major League Baseball perspective, I just want to throw something in while we're talking about my selections, is underdogs have really underperformed. And I think in the last 16 years, if I'm not mistaken, this is the worst start for underdogs Major League Baseball season. So let's see if that trend reverses itself quickly. Anyway, I've got a couple of NBA selections on tonight. I've got one NHL selection from the Dallas Stars game later this evening, and that's it for tonight. But we're going to continue to play, attack the leagues that give us an option. What's the old saying? If it moves, I'm going to hit it.
That's right. That's Alex's signature statement there. If it moves, he'll hit it. So get on board with Alex Smart over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the great results here from Alex here in the NHL. May consider a long-term pass. Alex has that 3-7 or 30-day all sports pass. Got all of his premium plays for that time period to select. When you go over to his handicapper page and make that purchase, don't forget to use that promo code PICK at checkout, and you'll save 15% off. As they said, he has a 5-pack up there for Major League Baseball on board here with a sharp play from NBA. But again, just get the long-term pass. That'll save you money instead of having to buy them individually. All right, Alex, as always, great having you on the show. See that success. We'll catch up with you soon on Thursday.
Thank you, Tony. We'll see you later.
Got it. Alex Smart here on the drive through. Let's continue on the coverage. Heading over to Las Vegas, Nevada. And we'll go ahead and welcome in Tony Brown. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Tony Brown has been all smiles here during this playoff period, as you would expect. We'll bring him in right now. Tony Brown, how's it going?
Good, man. How you guys doing? Like you said, all smiles because the Lakers have been winning, and it's not like I didn't share it with the whole world and everybody watching. I told you guys, so I hope we're all making some money there. Yeah,
Tony Brown indeed said that to everybody out there. He said that's what's going to happen. But they were definitely going to get that job done. All right, Tony Brown, you're going in Major League Baseball tonight, looking at the Astros and Angels here for tonight.
Yeah, this is a rare game where I'm looking at the total, and when I'm looking at totals, I'm looking at unders, and this one fits all the criteria for an under for me. You got Framber Valdez on the mound for the Astros. I wouldn't consider him their ace, but I mean he's one of the top pitchers in their staff, and he's definitely been holding it down for them. And then you got Shohei Ohtani. He may be the greatest baseball player we've ever actually seen. He's pitching at a Cy Young Award winning level, and then he turns around and goes and gets the bat at an MVP level. Definitely a home run champion. He's looking for the RBI lead all the time. He's looking for the average. He's one of the best batters in the league, all while being a Cy Young Award winning pitcher. And this year has been no different. He's already 4-0 on the season, with an ERA just a shade over 2, so I don't expect a lot of runs. I expect the runs to come towards the bullpen. I don't know who's going to get them. That's why I didn't pick the game, but I expect both of the starters to go at least 5 to 6 innings, maybe 7 innings, because Ohtani was absolutely lights out last year against the Astros. I know it's a different year, but we can only go off what we've seen. And he had 25 strikeouts in 19 innings over 3 games with a 3-0 record, just dominating. So I expect both of these pitchers to, play up to par. I don't expect a lot of runs to come in the first 5, first 6, and I expect this to go to the bullpen, and getting 8 runs off the bullpen will be a kind of a chore. So I think the under is the play in this one.
All right, Tony Brown says go under here with these Astros and Angels in the action for tonight. Yeah, hard to argue that. Ohtani has really trended under heavily with the Angels, 20-7 to the under against AL West with Ohtani, and of course teams hitting 265 or worse, 31-13 to the under. So heavy under trends here, and of course both bullpens. You get the Angels here, although they had some struggles of late. You expect Ohtani to go deep in this one.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, against the Astros, he went 19 innings. So he was like 7-7, and then he went 5. So he's going to go at least 5, if not 7 in this one. And then I don't expect him to give up any runs, to be honest. It's going to be a shutout. Anytime you see this guy, it's exciting, man. It's a 10K. Even when the Angels lose, he's not getting any support. You look at the Angels, they'll lose the game, and then you'll look in the box score, and it's like Ohtani 7 innings pitched, 10 Ks, 1 walk. And he still lose the game. So I expect him to just do his thing as usual, and I don't expect the Astros to get a lot of runs. And then the Angels, like I said, they don't give him a lot of run support. So Framber Valdez should be able to keep their bats quiet, and whoever can get to the bullpen first should win the game, and I don't think it's going to take 8 runs to do it.
All right, Tony Brown here. Astros, Angels here, under 7.5. This one have a start time, 9:38 Eastern time. All right, Tony Brown, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge for tonight's action. Of course, Tony Brown been on absolute fire. Look at this, 1,660 units of profit last 30 days. All documented over at Pick Dodge. Go to Tony's handicapper page. You can verify that by just going down to Pick History. All the plays are there for you to check out. All right, Tony Brown, 2 on the board from the NBA and on the ice. Still 14 games here from Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at Pick Dodge Premium?
Yeah, we cover it all over here, so we got everything going tonight. I have my NHL playoff perfect pick. I have my NBA playoff perfect pick, and of course, all 3 of my MLB perfect picks. So you can get them individually. You can group them in a pass. You can get the playoff games alone or together. Whatever you want to do, however hard you want to hit your bookie, I got the plays up there for you.
That's right, guys. I get on board here with Tony Brown over at Pick Dog Spin. Great results, as you can see there up on the scene. 1,662 units of profit, all documented over at Pick Dog Spin. So why not go ahead and get signed up with Tony Brown here on this place for tonight. Also, the long-term pass will serve you well. 3, 7, or 30 all sports pass with Tony Brown. You also have the 1 year all sports pass. Many of those folks out there who are in it every single day. Of course, Tony Brown in Las Vegas, you're in it every single day. That 1 year pass is a very good value.
Yeah, it's the best value, especially if you take my plays, because I grind them out every day. I pick over all 3 leagues, MLB, NHL, and the NBA. You know what I mean? So if you're serious about making money betting sports and you don't want to keep paying per day or per play, just putting money in the bookies' pockets, then it's the only way to go. It's 365 days of plays. It's a full, all 100% year. It's not the NBA pass or the NFL pass. It doesn't run out in the season. Whenever you buy it, it's 365 days of plays from the day you buy it, and it's very cheap right now. You can use the discount codes to get it some percentage off the pass, and let's start making some money together.
So make some money here with Tony Brown over at Pick Dog. You see great results here. That 1 year pass is your best value. Use the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% out, which is nearly $200 off that 1 year all sports pass. All right, Tony Brown, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll catch up with you again in a couple days.
All right, thanks for having me. I like being here, and I'll see you guys in a couple days.
See you in a couple days. Tony Brown here on the drive-thru. Guys, if you missed a pick, a lot of people signing in right now. We'll do a recap at the end of the show. Let's continue here on the show. Let's bring in El Ninos to catch him over at Pick.Stream. I think El Ninos is ready to roll here. We'll bring him in right now. El Ninos set to go. El, what's happening?
Well, pretty good, Tony. How are you doing?
Doing all right. All right, here we go. We're going NBA tonight with El Ninos here as you're going to be looking at this Suns contest against the Nuggets.
Yeah, it's been a great playoffs in the NBA altogether, and this is definitely one of the more interesting matchups. One that's definitely been the most dependent on home court, if you will, for each team. Each team are winning both games at home. That being said, I don't know if that will keep up for the rest of the series. I mean, yes, Denver's been a completely different team at home than they have been on the road this season, and it's been the case for them for quite a while now. But definitely this season, definitely not an exception to that rule, and was even more so the case this year. But again, I just think that this line moving up now too. They opened around about minus 5.5 dogs. The Suns did. Now it's getting 6.5 points. I think that big line move is a very important one. I think it's a pretty key number we're getting here. The 6 in the NBA. I know everybody knows about key numbers in football, but 6 a pretty important number in the NBA as well. Getting 2 possessions there, I think, could come into play here. The Suns definitely have what it takes, if you look at these rosters, to pull off the upset. Again, it's going to be tough doing it in Denver where the Nuggets have been so good, but again, 6.5 points in a game they could win outright, I think, is too good to pass up on. So I'll take the points here and maybe even put a little bit on the money line in a game where, again, with the way Booker and Durant have been playing, I think they if they have another good game here, they could definitely pull the upset off. So definitely going with the points, though, for our play for tonight.
All right, Ninos says go with the points here. Suns Nuggets take the Suns plus 6.5. This line again, an opener of 4. Of course, that's when Paul was doubtful. I think most people knew he was going to miss. Right? You go from doubtful to now out, and you see that 2.5 point line move again. That's why I always scratched my head when you guys could have kind of read the tea leaves. Didn't figure he was going to play in this game. And yet we see it once it's official. We see the 2.5 point line move.
Yeah, and again, I've had my fair share of criticism about Chris Paul, as a player, and I always say that he's definitely got that basketball IQ for sure, and maybe they're better off with him on the sideline. Who knows? Maybe he sees he has definitely great court vision, but when you're not in the game, it's definitely some stuff you could see from the sidelines that you can't see while you're in there, and who knows? Maybe he's giving them some pointers from the sidelines that help him out and. Again, getting those points without him, he's getting up there. He's still a very, very good player, but I think there's value on the points maybe rather than having him on the court. So I'll take my points rather than my Chris Paul, I guess, here.
All right, Alnino says take the points here. He likes the Suns plus 6.5 against the Nuggets. This one will have a start time here of 10 p.m. Eastern time, the doubleheader game over on TNT. All right, Alnino, so let's take a look over at Pick.Stream for tonight's action. So good results here. 512 units of profit. Last 7 days, that is all documented over at Pick.Stream. So if you go to Al's handicapper page down to pick history, you can check all the plays there. They're fully documented there from El Ninos. Of course, Al, tonight we've got 2 on the board here from the NBA. Also, we've got a couple on the ice. Still 14 games to go here from I should say, from Major League Baseball, as we have a pretty good card tonight here for Major League Baseball. Still 14 games on the board there. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Got 2 from the MLB and my play on the other game tonight. If you want to check that out, I got a 16-8 run going in the NBA and 9-2 run with my Grand Slam plays in the MLB. So if you want to check that out, get a long-term pass or pair me up with other favorite capper for one and 2-for-1 capper specials.
That's right, guys. Got it over with El Ninos over at Pick Dogs. You see the great results here from El Ninos. 512 units of profit. Remember, this is all verifiable information. You can go to El Ninos' handicapper page down to pick history. You can check it out. It is there. And, of course, El Ninos' great results here. Get on board with El Ninos. Has a place here from Major League Baseball up there is $19 premium, as well as 2 other individual plays up there as well. Long-term passes will serve you well with El. You can get that 7-day El Sports Pass. You get all of El Ninos' premium plays for 7 days. That would include all his MLB, all his NHL, NBA as well. Pick as a promo code. You'll save 15% off at checkout. You can also add a second capper with the 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. Right, Al, as always, great having you show. See that success. I guess we won't hear from you until next week, but will you be contributing to the weekend shows?
Yeah, I got the kids just a couple more days here before they head back with their mom, so gonna spend some time with them. But yeah, should be back on Saturday, Sunday, and then back on full time here on the drive-through again next week.
All right, yeah. Have a great rest of the week, and we'll catch up with you again next week.
All right, how it going, Tony?
You got El Ninos here on the drive-through. Guys, reminder, if you missed a pick, we're going to recap at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on the drive-through. Let's welcome in Jay Briggs. We'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Catches NBA series as well on the channel. We'll bring Jay in right now. Jay, what's happening?
What's going on, Tony T? How you doing?
Doing great. All right, here we go. Major League Baseball late night action tonight featuring the Mariners and the Rangers. Seattle here laying at -151, total 7.5.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Looking at my favorite team, the Rangers, man. I think every time on the drive-through this season, I've been on the Rangers on this show. Today, I got my Rangers hat, but I am switching it up, man. I do think we taking the L today. I like the Mariners on the money line. I'm targeting my guy Andrew Heaney, man. Has not had a great season, and I think the Mariners get to him today. I really do. And our bullpen is our weakness of this team thus far, and I think the Mariners could possibly get to our bullpen as well. Andrew Heaney, man, he hasn't had a great season, and I don't think today is a bounce-back spot for him today. I like George Kirby on the other side for the Mariners. He hasn't had the best season either, but I trust him way better in a bounce-back spot today at home. I think this one pretty much just sets up as a pretty good spot for the Mariners to take a game in this series. Rangers got them yesterday, 2-1 in a low-scoring game. I kind of expect today to be kind of low-scoring again if the Mariners don't get to Heaney like I think they can. But when it's all said and done, I think the Mariners are going to be the ones that win this baseball game today.
All right, we got Jay here on the Mariners here. Laying it here against the Texas Rangers. I'm seeing some 49s, 48s out there. Do your shopping, get the best ever. Of course, I use the sharpest book in the world up here. Also, one of the sharpest books in Vegas showing -160. So a lot of folks there on the side with Jay. A couple of sharp books in Vegas here, -158 as well as the sharpest book in the world. So they're kind of lined up there on the Mariners. Some folks looking here at this Rangers team. I only would guess is the fact that the Mariners hitting has been pretty weak here against lefties, 199 against left-handers. And, of course, we know how good the Rangers offense has been. But, again, playing in Seattle may be a different situation. But, again, not all left-handers are the same. I know you have not been high at all in Heaney.
Yes, Mariners have not been hitting left-handed pitching like you said. But if there's a day that should, law of averages, today should be the day that they can get to Heaney. And my Rangers have been hitting the ball extremely well. I think that's been the surprise of the season, just how well the Rangers have hit the ball. I think we've had over like 2 or 3 15-plus run games, which is most in season history. We're still in the beginning of the year. So we're hitting the ball extremely well. But with Kirby on the mound today, a veteran guy, a guy that I respect a lot, I think he keeps it down for the Rangers today. I think we probably struggle a little bit. So I love my Rangers. I'm excited about this season for them, but not today. I think the Mariners are prime for a win.
Mariners prime for the win. Jay here. Mariners -158, -140s. 8. You guys do your shopping, get the best number. This one will have a start time 9:40 Eastern time. All right, Jay, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Print for tonight's action. if you would here. We'll get a look here at the numbers here from Jay as we get into tonight's action here. The good results here in baseball. We saw 14 games on the board for Major League Baseball, 2 on the ice, and 2 from the NBA. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yes, sir. I have a 3-pack up there for sale, which includes my $19 NBA Jam Session play, my favorite play on the board in the NBA. We've hit 8 of 12 on that play on a nice little run in the NBA playoffs. So you can scoop that up individually or in that 3-pack. And that 3-pack also includes my 2 favorite MLB plays of the day. I got a plus money dog in there and my play of the day in baseball. You can get both of those individual as well. Just trying to continue making some money, man, here at Pick Dog. So hop on something long term, buy the plays individually or buy the 3-pack, however you want to do it. At Pick Dogs, you can do it. And let's continue stacking some units.
Stack some units indeed here with Jay Briggs over at Pick Dogs. From you see the great results from Jay here in baseball. So get on board with Jay for tonight. That Jam Session $19 play is up there. Also a play a day for Major League Baseball. But again, also a 3-pack. But instead of buying the plays individually, you may opt for the long-term passes. 3, 7, or 30 sports pass. Get all of Jay's premium plays for that period of time you select. When you go to his handicapper page, make that purchase. Use the promo code PICK to save 15% off. All right, Jay, as always, great having you on the show. Continue the success. We'll catch up with you again here on Thursday. But I know you have a lot going on over at Pick Dogs. We can catch your NBA Jam session with the morning drop, and then you come in live here at 4 Eastern time.
Yes, sir, man. Like I said a minute ago, just trying to cook up this NBA playoffs, man. So I drop in the morning, and then I come back in the afternoon with the live show as I bring on a guest, and we talk about the NBA a little bit more there. I had my guy Chris Ruffalo on today, so Chris always cracking jokes and stuff, has me laughing. So I had him on today. We gave out a lot of great information, too, and I bugged him about his Maple Leafs. So it was a good show today. Y'all can catch that as soon as you finish the drive-through tonight.
Well, he's back on land, off the water now?
Yeah, he's back on land, off the water now.
All right, good. All right, he's back on the land. Okay. All right, Jay, have yourself a great night. We'll catch up with you on Thursday.
Yes, sir, Tony T. See you Thursday.
You got Jay Briggs here on the drive-thru. Guys, you miss a pick. We're going to recap at the end of the show. Make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Up next is Wayne Scott. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We'll bring Wayne in right now. He's got some in. We got the NBA covered for you tonight. So let's go ahead and bring in Wayne. I think we're going to be set here. Just get him to here on our board here. We'll bring Wayne in with our NBA pick from him right now. Let's see here. We think we're ready to roll here with Wayne Scott. Wayne, what's happening?
What's going on, Tony T? What's going on, Pick Dog family?
Everything's going great. All right, Wayne, here we go tonight. Big one tonight here in game number 5 between the Celtics and the 76ers here. We got Boston here, favorite here, 7.5 points here, total 214.5.
Yes, sir. We have a good one up here. Just like last game, man, I expected to be tight a little early. I love the way Philly came out, but they did blow a good lead. One thing I was looking at on that game, checking out, is the rebound stats, and Boston rebounded with them, and the points in the paint, Boston competed with them. Boston lost the turnover battle shortly, and there was there was a little bit worse at 3, but what really killed Boston was their foul shooting, and I expect for them to turn that around. And I think we see what we've seen from Boston during the season when they're at home. I think they come out and they smack Philly up here. I think they get a 10-point lead in this game right here. On surface, it looks like a lot of points with the MVP and the way Harden plays, but Boston has beaten this team a few times with over this amount of points, and I don't think 7's enough today. I've yet to see Embiid and Harden play good outside at home, and I don't think that they do enough today, and I think Boston can come in here and get covered at 7.5.
All right, we got Wayne here on the Boston Celtics here, laying the 7.5. Let's make sure, look at the line. See, I'm pretty sure that is where it's at. 7.5 is pretty much the line everywhere in this one. Of course, Embiid has showed up here. As you know, he's been on that injury report with that questionable status there with that knee. But again, I think most folks are expecting him to see action tonight. Although will he be 100%? Always that's the big question here with Embiid, as he still shows up here in the questionable status here. Let me just see if there's any latest updates. We expect. I mean, I'm pretty sure the line here is expecting him to play. He is questionable. He missed 2 games early in the postseason due to that knee sprain. And then, of course, he's put up some pretty good numbers in the last 3 games here. 26 points, 9.5 boards, 2.3 assists. Again, it wouldn't be surprised to see Embiid play in this one.
Yes, sir. I do expect Embiid to play, but to be honest with you, Embiid has so many skill sets as a big man. Sometimes you just wish to see him go under there and play like a big man, play like a Shaq. But when Embiid has a mismatch under the rim and he's doing turnaround fadeaways like Kobe, I think Boston Celtics fan we can live with that. And people are backing Boston Celtics. So if even if Embiid does play, if he doesn't come out extremely aggressive in the post, we can live with a B getting 36 points. And long as Brown and Tatum and this great bench from the Celtics do what they've been doing all season, 7 points shouldn't be nothing to close out around that fourth quarter for Boston.
There you go. Here, Dwayne here, he likes Celtics. Lay the 7.5 here against the 76ers. This one to start here, 7:30 Eastern time over on TNT. All right, Wayne, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Print for tonight's action. Of course, we do have lots going on tonight. We're still baseball on the board here. We still have about another 14 games on the board. Major League Baseball, 2 on the ice, 2 from the NBA. What do you have going on over at Pick Dodge Premium?
Over there on Pick Dodge Premium, I have a 3-pack for y'all. My Moolah Making Mondays, that's my best bet in the NBA, and 2 of my MLB bets placed in 1 pack. And I do have my NBA bet individual out there, so if you want to grab that, grab that. Also look to give me a learn term with a 2-for-1 handicapper special. Pair me up with somebody and let's cash today.
That's right, guys. Got a board here with Wayne Scott over at Pick Dogs Premium. It's NBA Make It Game of the Day up there, up for you right now. $19 premium. Also, a 3-pack is making Moolah 3-pack. But again, the long-term passes, you can try them out for a 3-day pass, 7 or 38. Get all those players for that period of time. You select when you go to his handicapper page and make that purchase. Remember the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. Right, Wayne, as always, great having you on the show. Have yourself a great evening. Well, have a great winning night there in the casino, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, Tony T. Y'all take care, Pick Dog family. Let's cash the usual.
Absolutely. Wayne Scott here on the drive-thru. Remember, guys, if you missed a pick, we're going to recap at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. Shout out to the people in the chat room like Tiffany Kent here in there, Show Blaze as well, Rocco Rogers in the chat. We got Mills in the locker room, likes Kirby tonight, as well as Nick Beats Vegas is in there as well. Andy Adelson, shout out there, Ron Elston, Mims as well. Latifa in the house, Blake M. Shout out to all of you guys. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. It's time for my pick. Let's get to my play, and then we'll get to the recap. All right, let's bring it in right now. We're going Major League Baseball here for tonight's action, as we will have the Red Sox in action tonight. Let's see here. We could pull it up right here in a second. The game odds here. Red Sox and Braves tonight in this one. That's a total here of 10, and I think that's what we're going to be looking at here in this one is we will be looking here at this total. And you might have to get 10, you may have to get 9.5, whatever the number is. That's the way it'll roll. I had 9.5, but let me see if there's any other books showing 9.5 or 10. This is the sharpest book in the world, and let's see what we see here in this one, in this Braves and Red Sox game. We show 9.5 in a lot of play. Actually, the only 10 is in the sharpest book in the world. So most everyone else is at 9.5. So I'm kind of riding here with the sharps here. 9.5 in this one between the Red Sox and the Braves. And of course, the Braves team has been one that really has. I should say the Red Sox is one that's really been trending over. Of course, Nick Pivetta will get the start here. 6 starts, an ERA of 5. Strikeouts 25%, but he's getting hurt with that home run ball. 2 home runs per 9 innings. Charlie Morton as well will be on the hill. ERA about 3.38. But you look at here, when you look at Atlanta, they have gone over in 14 of 19 with Morton facing a winning team. Red Sox over in 13 in the night games. Also the Braves 13. Also in this one, the Braves 13 of 17 at home to the over. So seeing a lot of runs scored here in this one. We will go here in this one with the Atlanta Braves and Boston Red Sox to go over total of 9.5 runs. Try to get the best number if you can, if you would. 10 is the sharpest book in the world. There's only 10 right now in that place, but keep an eye here on the rest of the books to get the best numbers. All right, let's continue on here on the drive. So guys, if you're looking for my plays, I got 4 premium plays up there on the board right now. A best bet for Major League Baseball. Also a 3-pack featuring 2 from the NBA and 1 in baseball combined in a 3-pack. So go ahead and get on board. Remember, you can also get my long-term pass, 3, 7, or 30 all sports pass. Get all my premium plays just like when you go to my handicapper page and make that purchase. Use that promo code PICK at checkout and you'll save 15% off. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. While we get some time before we get to the recap, let's take a look at some of the scores right now. Games in progress. Blue Jays and the Phillies. No score here. Actually, this one will start a little later here. So let's continue on here. I think we've got, let's see, we've got some games in progress. Let me go ahead and pull up the Major League Baseball board for you guys right now, and we will get the results. So we do have a 6 o'clock game that just started here between Cleveland and the Detroit Tigers, and we're ready to roll here. Here we go. Guardians now up 1-0, bottom of the second here. Guardians closed heavily favored here at -189. Total closed at 7. Also game in progress here. We've got Rays and Orioles starting just top of the first. No score in this one. Pretty good pitching matchup in this one today. As we got Eflin going up against Grayson Rodriguez, your starters for today's game. Also, we got Rockies and Pirates top of the first. No score. Seabold on the hill here for Colorado. Luis Ortiz, youngster, going for the Pittsburgh Pirates. That game in the top of the first, scoreless. And Blue Jays and Phillies are set to start here, just minutes away from the start of that one. Start minutes away here from the Mets and Reds. Remember, we do have a pitching change. In this one, David Peterson on the hill. Scherzer is out with that neck issue, so Peterson with the start against Weaver. We could see the Mets still holding -157 here, total of 10.5 in this one here, starting in just minutes away. And, of course, top of the hour, we'll have Yankees and the Athletics. News here is Aaron Judge returns to the lineup here for the New York Yankees. All right, let's continue on here on the draft. Let's get to the recapping the plays from today's show. Alex got to start with the Devils. He liked the Devils -155 here against the Hurricanes. Tony Brown, Astros, Angels under 7.5. El Ninos was on the Suns. Take the +6.5 against the Nuggets. Jay was on the Mariners -158 against the Rangers. Wayne was on the Celtics -7.5 against the 76ers. I will be on the Red Sox Braves over total here of 9.5 runs. All right, the one I like the most, I'm going to roll here with this Tony Brown, Astros, Angels under 7.5 runs. And this, I believe, will be a pretty good pitching matchup tonight in Anaheim. All right, that's going to do it for this edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Make sure you tune in to get them all live here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers here from Pink Dogs and Sports Chat Play. So they'll go with the plays for you guys for the games in prime time. And don't forget, it always gets started every single day, 10 a.m. Eastern Time with the morning show. You got Mitch, you got Chris, you got Rod Zawacki. Then, of course, you got Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes. His betting tool shows, his Nerfy shows up there as well. The Puck Dogs video series with NHL picks. Also, Ron Romanelli with his MLB rundown. Every game from Major League Baseball on the board. Also, Jay's Jam Session, the morning drop. And then he comes in at 4 p.m. Eastern Time with his live show here. And of course, don't forget Mills' prop videos as well, prop video picks, and Mills and Brad with the UFC show on Saturday following the morning show. Of course, we don't want to forget about Mike Davis and his prize picks, his first 5 innings as well. Nick Menken with his Nerfies and Nerfies. And this just to name a few of the video series here, guys. So make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications, be live with us. Get the plays in real time, get the best numbers. Again, a shout out to everybody in the chat. Love your contributions out there. We see Tiffany out there, Daniel Barr as well. Nicholas Handy likes Wander Franco home run. Rays up there, 1-0 there. So we just got a score there right now in that one between the Rays and the Orioles. All right, that's going to do it here for our show today, guys. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us and everybody in the chat room as well. Let's go ahead and